Hey, this is The Social Tea, and I'm Sharonda Lee. I talk about all things social, including celebrity news, reality shows, what's going on in pop culture, local news, and more here in these YouTube streets. Now, we know folks always get in their feelings about what's said here on social media, so I must say, what's stated here is alleged, my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Make sure you visit my website at www.thesocialteatalkmedia.com and also follow me on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, also known as X, and TikTok. Also check out my podcast, The Social Tea, Off the Air, on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. Now, y'all, I stay on ready, so make sure you subscribe to my backup channel. I am Sharonda Lee, The Social Tea, here on YouTube. Now, before we get into it, make sure you hit that notification bell, like, share this with everyone you know, and subscribe. Now, with all that being said, relax, get comfortable, and let's get into the tea. The viewpoints expressed are mine and mine alone. They are not the viewpoints of Melanie Cherie, aka Melanie Cherie Rogers of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So, the first episode of season, I don't even know what season this is, 7, 8, I'm just gonna call it /7/8. It wasn't a bad episode. You know, I know a lot of the content creators on the blackout. I am trying to stick this out. I know in my previous videos, I said that I was going to ride hard, and I'm going to ride hard because I am a millimeter and I want to support Mel. I'm trying. All I'm going to say is I'm going to try. I said I was going to rock hard to the end. I'm trying. So we start the episode off with Melody. And we start the episode with basically her showing her security. And she, she's talking to the two security guys about the security, and I guess making sure that the premises of her house is protected, excuse me. And she goes on to say that she doesn't know what's going to happen now that Martell has been arrested, because he seems to be unhinged. And what I will say is this. I went online and looked at IG a little bit just to get a consensus of what everybody was thinking prior to me doing this recording. And you still have some pick-me's out there, and it is just baffling to me that people still think that this man is not wrong. What is it going to take for this guy, for people to see that this dude is not wrapped too tight? Martell is, in my opinion, is off his rocker. The scenes pivoted back and forth between Mel and Martell. Basically, they're them both telling their sides of the story. However, I'm gonna start off with Mel first. Again, like I said, the first scene started off with Mel and her security guards, and then she, her brother came to visit her. It was an unexpected visit, due to her turning off her phone, him not being able to get in contact with her, and I'm sure as a brother he may felt like something was off, so he came in to see about his sister. Now you can see what type of relationship that Melanie and Marcus has. That's the kind of relationship that me and my brother have. If he doesn't hear from me for a certain amount of time, then something's up. I did have a situation back when I was with my ex-husband where we had gotten to a big argument. This was the argument that led to our split. And he hadn't heard from me in hours and hours and hours. So he came over there with his pow pow because he knew the situation between me and my ex-husband. Similar to this situation. So, as you can see, Marcus loves his sister because he came to see about her. She goes into, pretty much talking about the situation with Martell. I appreciate the fact that they didn't sugarcoat it. They let Mel basically tell what happened to her. This wasn't speculation. This wasn't edited out. Mel basically stated on national TV that her ex-husband, this trash ass man, basically tried to release revenge P on her, and she had him arrested. This was not a mere text message. I'm freaking upset because I'm tired of Stormi, Nell. At the beginning, they had Courtney. Oh, he only sent her a text. No, bitches. It wasn't just a text message. This man tried to basically submit or have a Kim K tape put out on his wife, something that was supposed to be private between them two. And he tried to submit that shit on a low by using his mistress. So I'm a little perturbed, or whatever the word is, about that situation, because everybody is really trying to downplay this crap. Like, oh, he said something wrong in a text and she had him locked up. No, it's a little bit more serious than that. I thought Mel also brought up the fact that when Martell was arrested, the situation seemed so coordinated, basically what she said, in my opinion. Because if someone is surprised about being arrested, everything is going to be pure chaos. I wholeheartedly believe that Martell went up to that place because he already knew that he had an arrest record. Remember last season when he said, oh, she's trying to get me arrested? He already knew that that arrest warrant was already out for him. Mel didn't make it she didn't make it I would say she made it a big deal, but she didn't make it a big deal because she wanted things to happen and wanted things to play out in its own timing. Then I seen somebody say, oh, she's going through all that saying he did this to her, but she couldn't have him. I'm like, I'm so tired of people. Like, I've had it with people and trying to blame this woman for this man's actions. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what I'm about to say. I do not disrespect people's mothers because I've never in my life disrespected my mom. But Martell mama is on some bullshit. Like, I literally was about to fly through the fucking screen. This is why your son is how he is right now. You're sitting, I don't understand why somebody would get arrested for some text messages. No, mama, your son is out of pocket with sending her screenshots of a video that they did together while they were married. It wasn't all about text messages. Hold that bastard accountable for the shit that he do. This is the problem. You coddle his ass. Hell, you didn't even raise him or his brother. The grandma did. Now she's passed on. Now he lost because he ain't got the person alive that really raised him. He ain't teach him nothing. This is his problem. You ain't teach that Negro nothing. He's never been held accountable for nothing. Then his bad wig wearing mama talking about handle your shit, be a woman. She is being a woman. She's being more woman than you, holding your dumbass, old ass son accountable for what he's done. Because he's mad because she don't want him no more. And he's stuck and he about to be back in Terry Heights with your ass. And you mad because you ain't got no money no more and you gotta work. Y'all both mad because she ain't helping taking care of y'all no more. Then this grown ass man, 40-plus-year-old man, oh, she's bullying me. Man, as much as you go to the gym and you wear them damn tight shirts to show off your muscle, you scared of little old Mel? Stop bullying me. No, you went online. You started to talk about her or whatever about the court case. She came online to defend herself. And then that's when you sent her that screenshot of the tape or whatever. She wasn't bullying you. A grown man. That's sassy as fuck. How was a grown man? Oh, she's bullying me. She's bullying me. Like, damn, is your wrist broke, my nigga? Then this tight face, long face mama talking about she keep bothering him. Why she keep bothering you? Ma'am, no. I think you are highly freaking misinformed. It's the other way around. Your son keeps bothering her. Are you scared of your son? Do you not know how to speak up to your son? Let me tell you something. My son is 16 years old. He's almost about to be 17 this year. Next year he'll be 18. I'll cuss him the fuck out when he do something wrong. I hold his young behind accountable. This man is, what, Martell, 40 years old? And you can't hold him accountable? Oh, you did this wrong. This don't involve the kids. He messed up his freaking life and he will not leave his ex-wife alone. Like, come on. Like, you're literally sitting here coddling this old-ass motherfucker. That's a grown man. That is a grown man that you're coddling. Ma'am. And then his mom goes, oh, this is your children's father. Who gives a shit that she had kids by Martell? When he's out here doing wrong, when he's out here treating her like this, who cares? Being an ex-husband and a baby father, that should go out the door when your ass do something wrong. These pick me. Where is, really? Women still think like this shit? In 2024? Oh, don't lock your baby father up because y'all got kids together. Fuck that nigga. This bald-headed, tight suit-wearing Negro gonna really sit in front of our face on national TV and tell us, oh yeah, I had to go pick up a document. If y'all don't believe, and it's y'all personal opinion, if y'all don't believe that this man didn't know that he had a warrant out on him, because he did say it last season, like I said before. He said, oh, Mel's trying to get me locked up. He knew that. And this man went, while he had the kids, to that police department, or wherever he had to go to get that document, because he knew they was going to arrest him. That's my opinion, and I stand on that. He knew that. And then Miss Marlene goes, oh, that's just so sad. Because whatever goes on between you and Mel is between you and Mel. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Your son made it about them. When he decided to go fuck the whole Alabama, he made it about them kids. So them kids, however Mel decides to tell them, has every right to know why their family was destroyed and why they keep on going through changes because of their father. I don't agree with that. That might go over some people's head. Some people might believe in keeping their kids in the dark, but I'm not the type of parent that believes that, oh yeah, I'm gonna tell in the most sensitive way I can tell you, but you need to know this is where we are because of this adult that made these decisions, and now we have to move like this because your daddy wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. Did this man get on national TV and say Melanie is fueled by evil? No, sir. No, sir. You are fueled by evil or fueled by evil because you're upset because your ex-wife wants nothing to do with you. You're upset because your ass is tiptoeing and doing the moonwalk all the way back to Terry Heights. Your ass is filled by evil. And you're trying to make it seem like this woman is bothering you and she's leaving you alone. You're the one that keeps messing with her. And I don't blame her. I'd have had your ass locked up too. You need to take that psychiatric evaluation, like I've been saying in the previous videos. Committed to being crazy. Just crazy. This is so triggering to me because I went through this. What the fuck did he mean by this is the last straw? What the hell does that mean? Explain to the audience what that means. I'm glad Melanie got security. She got video all around her house. So if anything, God forbid, should happen, there'll be some type of evidence or evidence trail because I don't trust him at all. And like I said before, we're only seeing this on TV. We're only seeing this on IG. We're only seeing this on YouTube. We don't even know what goes on behind closed doors. Not even closed doors. We don't even know what happens. We don't know what's not being filmed. I'm sure we upset about this little minute stuff. I'm sure there's more things. His mama had the nerve enough to get on national TV and say, "You a good father. You was a good father. You was a good husband, but you just made a mistake." Bitch, what? Some people don't need to have kids. If you can't teach your kids right from wrong, if you can't teach your kids about taking accountability, you taking accountability, you don't need kids. This is why he's a freaking man child. Because if that was my 40-year-old son, I'd be cussing his ass out every chance I got about how he ruined his life. I wouldn't even be cool with his new baby mama. Yeah, my grandson, I would love my grandson because the child didn't ask to be here. But I would be giving coleslaw the blues every time I see him. Again, Martell goes to say that, oh, it was just a text message. But let's just read what the text message actually says. It says, leave me the F, okay. Leave me the fuck alone. Stop speaking on me or anything about me. You're bullying me. You say one more thing about me at all, and I'm going to treat you like you treat me. I will go all the way in. It might ruin me, but you and your fans already trying. Now, please don't call my bluff because at this point, I'm tired of you. That's what he sent Melody. And with that being said, that screenshot was also attached. So she was supposed to just let this dude just go ahead and send revenge porn out on her. Is this what the mama saying? No, son, you was wrong. You shouldn't have sent that text to her with that attached. It'd have been different if it was just this text by itself. Okay, leave me alone. But no, no. You had a screenshot of your wife in a compromising, ex-wife in a compromising situation. But he wasn't. I'm just dumbfounded that his mama just coddling his ass and just letting him get away with shit. This is why him and his brother ain't never learned nothing. Ain't the brother locked up too? Did the mama even raise them? No, I think the grandmother raised them. Then here go Miss Raggedy and Miss Marlene. Oh, your name just so nationwide. Just dragging Martell because he needs to be dragged, man, because your ass is not doing it. The fuck? His ass need to be dragged. Now, y'all, I'm gonna pivot back over to Mel's situation when she was in the kitchen with her brother Marcus and Carlos King called. If that wasn't the most phoniest shit I've seen in my entire life, when the fuck do they put Carlos King on the TV showing him call Melody? This is how you know this Negro listens to all these content creators and what the fuck we got to say around here. Because we know you don't care about her. Because you still got that bum ass Martell on the show. But you want to act like you care about somebody. Bitch, please, you don't care about nobody. You just perpetrating the fraud, trying to make it seem like you care about this lady, and you don't care about Melody at all. It's all about ratings and a bag for you. How much money you can make off this show. Fuck out here. We get to Larnell, Nell, and Stormi with her bubble lip, big note. Anyway, we get to their scene. And of course, Stormi wants to show everybody that she lost weight. Maybe she was on the Ozempic diet. We don't care. I don't do her. I don't do phony. I mean, like, what is her job? I mean, is she taking over Kimmy's place? If she's the bone carrier, she's going around asking people questions about what their thoughts on everybody else's business. Girl, what's your business? What's your tea? The fuck? These people getting on my nerves already. It's episode 1, and they already getting on my nerves. I don't know how to. So here we are on a reality show, right? It's based on it was based on 3 core couples. Melanie and Martell are not together anymore. But just take Mel out and just put her to the side. All these people are supposed to be cool, right? All these people are supposed to be in a huddle over here, plotting against Mel, because that's what it looked like. And y'all don't talk to each other? Because Nell asked Stormi, when was the last time she talked to anybody? Oh, I haven't talked to anybody. So y'all only talk to each other when y'all filming? That's what kind of makes, when we see y'all on the screen, it makes it look fake because y'all don't have no chemistry with each other because y'all don't be around each other. How y'all doing the show when nobody interacts with each other? Oh, okay. Carry on. So Stormi is the new bone carrier. The first carrying of bones that she does is she tells Nell, or she asks Mel about, has she heard about the whole Kiki situation. Now I can believe that Nell, she not really a social media chick. She don't really get online. I can believe that about her. I looked at her face. She looked like she's intrigued about what Stormi gonna say about Kiki. And like I said in my previous videos, I liked Kiki at one point. You know what I'm saying? I like her now. However, the whole situation with AL, girl, like that was too much. Like leaking, like what they were gonna do, the scenes. You just made yourself look crazy, like literally. And we heard Mel say that she blocked Kiki. I think she said that in the podcast that she did, the live podcast that she did with carlosking. At this point, I don't blame her, because every person that Mel has helped on that show has turned their back on her. So Stormi goes to say that Kiki basically said her mama was the one that was doing all the stuff, when in fact it was really her. For me, I ain't even on that no more. Like I said, what I said, I didn't even think Kiki was going to be on this show, even though I haven't seen her yet. If you're talking about her, most likely she's probably going to make an appearance. Good for her if she can get back on the show. And talk about what her struggles are and try to deal with that and try to make this platform work for her. But as long as you keep up with around these people, you gonna look crazy. And I don't really feel bad for the things that happen between her and AL, because that's what he does. I don't know him personally, but I used to be a subscriber, and he just keeps up a whole bunch of mess. So if that's who you want to be around and cool with, then it is what it is. But we can see that him and Stormi is cool. You can see how Stormi came in and was like, yeah, she was on the blogs and she was leaking this and she was leaking that. We know Stormi gives her $400 every time he's live or whatever. So it is what it is. I ain't even mad at her, until he turns on you. So you better watch out. Keep moving. Then the bone collector, Stormi, proceeds to ask Nell about what does she think about Martell going to jail. And Nell hits her up with this, oh, we shouldn't be locking black men up, and that's your children's father. Fuck that. That nigga need to be locked up. I had a problem with that. Now, in my previous videos, I said that I was gonna, give her and Chris Fletcher the benefit of the doubt. I was straddling the fence. I wasn't all the way team Nell. I liked her, but I was like, something about her, something I can't put. finger on something don't seem right. Now, out of everybody on that freaking cast, you of all people should know what that Negro Martell is capable of. You so-called counseled your sister and brother, so you know that nigga is Looney Tune. And you would get on national TV and say, I don't think we should be locking up our black men. If you didn't know anything, if you haven't talked to Mel, then your answer should have been, you know what? I'm not going to speak on it because I haven't talked to Mel and I haven't talked to Martell. Case closed, into that. But no. Then she tried to clean it up in the confessional. Lost all my respect. All of it. Anything that was left, done. Because that's supposed to be your little sis. And, oh, they're both our friends. At some point, this is what I have a problem with. At some point, if you're friends with people and you know that they're doing wrong, as a friend, you should say, yo, bro, this ain't right. You should not be doing this. If Mel is doing something wrong, same thing for her. Sis, this ain't right. But for people to keep straddling the fence with this dude is just irking my fucking nerves. And for Chris Fletcher and Nell, I feel like to a certain extent, you hold them at a higher regard, even when it becomes to the Scotts, because Nell claimed that she was supposed to be their mentor. They were counseling Melanie and Martell. So which puts you in a bigger place than the Scotts because you were on the front lines of trying to save their marriage. And then for you to come around and say, oh, she shouldn't have locked him up. You seen what this dude did. And this ain't even about him cheating, though. This ain't even about him cheating. You know how this man been with her for the past 4 years. Why is everybody so hell-bent on protecting fucking Martell? Like, I wish, you know what? I don't even like Martell, but I'm kind of like, Martell, just come out with it. Like, do your little mini thing or just tell on everybody already. Because I want to know what you got to get, what you holding against these people, that they're holding your secret. They're holding you at such a high regard that they won't even hold you accountable for the things that you do. What do you have? What do you have on Nell Fletcher? What do you have on Chris Fletcher? What do you have on Scott 1.0? What do you have on Scott 2.0? What do you have on all these people? Hell, what do you got on Carlos King? Because he keep you on the show. You done cussed him out on social media in front of the world, and nigga, you still getting a paycheck. How you do that? If this would have been any other network, your ass would have been fired. Fired. Then they pivot and they talk about Sonny Meeks and Moses and Destiny. Now, I don't like Stormi, but Stormi doesn't seem to have a lot of scandal when it comes to her marriage. So I could pretty much take what she said and be like, all right, yeah, I couldn't agree with that. But now, on the other hand, oh, I couldn't do that because, that's I couldn't mess with him because, girl, you mess with a whole married man. How you can't, I don't care how many years it was, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, girl, you was messing with somebody's husband, whether you knew it was their husband or not. It don't make you the superior being of being moral because you haven't been moral. Because like I said in my previous video, what should have happened, this is why these men on this show haven't really been held accountable for anything. Because once you found out that Chris Fletcher was married, you should have stopped messing with him. But no, what did you do? You waited for him. And then he wifed you, and then you wasn't a side chick anymore. It is what it is. But what should have happened is, oh, you married? Nah, I'm done. Period. So whatever you got to say about somebody's husband or whether somebody being moral, yeah, I'm done. No. Now I do agree with Stormi. I wouldn't want no dude that I knew where somebody else been with. Ugh. I agree with that. But now, yeah, she can't give me no advice about nothing. Nothing. at this point. We get to the scene with Dusty and Tisha, Destiny and Tisha. I am not enthused by Destiny coming back. I mean, okay, I get it, girl. You probably was in love with Moses. He is very nice looking guy. But he married somebody else. I don't think her and Sonny was the best of friends. I mean, they probably was cool. I don't even care, girl. He married her. Why are you coming on TV and embarrassing yourself about another woman's husband? Because that's what it is at this point. That's her husband. That's his wife. Like I said in my previous video, I just think it's not, I think it's more about that's who you really wanted to be with and you wanted him to marry you and that's why you broke up with him. But when you found out that he married your producer, you felt some type of way. As you probably should because you knew both of them, so it felt like they was probably scheming behind your back. But girl, it goes to say, if you were with him 12, 15 years, mind you, rumor has it that he was married most of the time y'all was together. So, like, why are you mad? He chose a wife. It wasn't you, and I think that's why you're mad. You on here talking about another woman's husband when you didn't even want to talk about your own husband that you were married to, that you had your child by. Talk about him. Talk about why y'all not together. Why are you talking about this woman's husband? And then there's Tisha. Is that their fake Airbnb? I mean, they are really, really trying to lift this up and make people think that they are like this big power boss move couple. Like, okay, carry on. You doing big things. I'm just so over. I'm just so over it. Okay, Dusty. No, I'm Dusty. You really got back on national TV to confront another woman's husband. Like, why you need to confront another woman's husband if you and this man relationship is done? What for? Why? Just why? Now, what I do agree with Destiny is once Sonny and Moses started dating, I do agree with Destiny, and I don't like her, but I agree. It should have been Moses who contacted her and told her what was going on because her and Moses had the longest standing relationship. They've been knowing each other for 15 plus years. Moses low key kind of owed her that. I agree with her. I don't like her, but I can be reasonable. I can be understanding. I can be understanding. Yeah, I agree with that. It should have been him. Y'all, Destiny and Tisha or Dusty and Tisha proceed to talk about the millimeters. I'm a self-proclaimed millimeter. No, honey, I'm not middle aged. I'm around y'all age. I don't like y'all bitches because y'all don't stand for nothing. Don't I'm not no age. I'm not no grandma. I'm y'all's age. I'm right in the age of you, Melanie Martell. I'm 40. So no, all millimeters, most millimeters are around y'all's ages. We're not evil. We just stand on business. Oh, they're middle aged, they're hateful. No, we just call y'all out. Y'all don't like that shit. Y'all don't like us calling y'all out. We don't care. We're gonna continue to call y'all asses out. Cry about it. And it's crazy how they even put that on TV. They really wanted the millimeters situation to be on national TV. Okay, give us our clout, give us our just due. Y'all talking about us on national TV. We hurt them little feelings, huh? That y'all gotta put us on national TV and bring us up. Y'all ain't never brung us up before, but now y'all wanna bring us up on national TV. Thank you. But y'all say we don't make a difference. Y'all say that it ain't much to us. But y'all bringing us up on y'all show. Okay. Thank you, though. So, y'all, we finally get to the podcast that happened earlier this year in January with Carlos King. Carlos King should have just said he wanted to be on TV. He should have just said he wanted to be on TV. For me, I just feel like he is so phony. Like, and I cannot stand a phony person. Y'all don't learn anything about me. I'll just start giving little pieces of myself and about myself. I don't like phony people. For me, a person that's disingenuous and fake is like nails on a chalkboard. I can smell it and see it from a mile away. However, it was nice to see that Mel was celebrating. I did not know she didn't go to prom. I also did not go to prom. I went to homecoming, but I didn't go to prom. So they started talking about Martell and um how he never made her climax. And of course Melanie confirmed that somebody did. It wasn't Martell. Somebody did. Um, so we get down to the situation where Carlos and Melanie start talking about the season finale of last year, where Mel and Martell had a sit down and she read him for filth. Oh, she read him. But in that finale, he brought her flowers. Um, but also online, he kind of went off and basically said, film his real life, basically to cast our actors, and Carlos begged him to send Melanie flowers. And I'll give Carlos his just due. He did say that no, bitch, I didn't ask you to bring nothing. Basically, Martell brought the flowers on his own. And he felt some type of way with saying that the cast were actors. Because this is not a scripted reality show. This is a reality show. Everything is fresh. Everything is new. Everything that happens in their real life. So he felt offended by that and he brought it up. And I'm glad that he did. Then they, on the podcast, talk about Melanie having Martell locked up. And she basically said that there were too many things, one after the other, after the other, after the other. And anybody would get tired with dealing with somebody like that, where every time you turn around, he's doing something. Not even saying something, but he's doing something. At some point, he needs to be held accountable. They also bring out Sonny and Moses as surprise guests. And that's pretty much the end of the episode. It was a lot to unpack. I think Carlos King put a lot together in the first episode. I think he was trying to lay everything out for the season with the first episode. What do I rate this first episode? I give it about an 8.5 and a 9. It was pretty good. Again, at the beginning of this, I was triggered as hell. I was triggered as mopo. But all in all, I'm gonna try to stick this out and watch this season. Let me know what you think about the episode, and I will catch you in the next video.